Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Ganana Dva Ganpatigam Havamahi Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणालयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वासुदेवेन्द्र योगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधो विधीयते तत्त्वबोधो विधीयते. Okay, so last time we saw that how we require 4 things that take us to the Namokritva. They are called Anubhav Chatushta. And then we also saw the 4-fold requirements that are the Vivek, Vairagya, 4-fold qualifications that are required to get the Namokritva. Vivek, Vairagya, Shamadhi, Sampatti, and last was Mokshutva. So here we saw last time what is Vivek. Vivek was what? Vivek was the faculty in all of us to discriminate between what is temporary and what is permanent, what is truth and what is false, what is dharma and what is adharma. This faculty has been given to all of us. When we use this faculty, this is called Vivek. And how it is used, and when this faculty becomes dormant in us or we are not able to use it, that also we saw last time in detail. Also, then we saw the second point called Vairagya. People are Vairagya translated into English means dispassion. Now, this dispassion word, it creates a sense of fear in mind, but actually it should not. If it is actually understood in its real essence, it should not create any fear. Rather, if a person is somewhere very, very perfect or he has got a knack in something, that means he is dispassionate to other things, and that is why he can concentrate in that thing. If a person is a very good doctor, that means he has dispassion in other fields of work. If a person is a very good teacher, that means he has got dispassion. Only with dispassion he can concentrate on his or her hobbies or his or her task or whatever he is perfect in. So in anywhere, even if a person is a very good artist, he has to have a lot of dispassion in other fields. Otherwise, his attention will get distracted. He won't be able to concentrate. So we need to have dispassion a lot. A mother is a good mother only because she has got dispassion. A student is a good student only because he has got dispassion. So dispassion is what? Dispassion is that faculty in us which will not allow our mind to unnecessarily seek joy or seek happiness in something other than what it wants to do. Again, the sense of joy. Sukh buddhi. We had described this last time in detail. So there is one sukh buddhi and there's one dukh buddhi. Sukh buddhi means what? The sense of enjoyment that I extract from anything. That is called sukh buddhi. So suppose I have got diabetes and the doctor, but I have a sweet tooth. I like sweets a lot. Now I have to create a sense of buddhi in that sweet meat or whatever sweets I get or the desserts that I have in front of me. Nobody is looking at me also. I have complete freedom to eat it also. But my mind will tell me to have dispassion because it won't suit my body. It will become a poison for my body. So there I have to create sense of dispassion. It will be created only when I have from some dukh buddhi in that. If I have sense of joy in that, then dukh buddhi will never come. And I will continue to enjoy that thing without having any dispassion. And then what will happen? All my energy will get dissipated in other unwanted areas. The area that where I want to concentrate, that will remain aloof or neglected. So in this way, dispassion helps me to go ahead to to uh, to get the desired results in my life. Wherever I want perfection, wherever I need time, dispassion also helps to manage my time also because I have limited time. See, the resources are very limited in our life. We feel that there's a lot of time. पता नहीं हम कितना जिएंगे. I have to live a lot. I will live a lot. It's not like that. Tomorrow only we never know. We have our breath is counted only. So with each breath, my life is decreasing actually. So I have got very limited resources with me. I have got limited energy with me. I've got limited time with me. A day consists of only 24 hours and I have to do so much. That is why I have to have dispassion. Otherwise, the things that I want to achieve in this life won't be achieved by me. So here, dispassion helps. Dispassion does not only mean that I leave everything and I go to the forest. I leave my water, I leave my food, I leave my clothes, I leave my house. This does not mean dispassion. This is a very raw meaning of dispassion. This is also dispassion because you need dispassion for that also. But that does not only mean dispassion. Dispassion has a greater and deeper meaning to it. To inculcate the dukh buddhi. Without any object also I am free. I am not bound by the joy that an object gives me. That is called dispassion. This helps in the life also a lot, in our career also a lot, in relationships also a lot. Because continuously I have to discriminate. And to discriminate, I have to have dispassion. Otherwise, I won't be able to discriminate. To choose one thing in my life, I have to have dispassion. Otherwise, if my vasanas or if my sanskars or if my desires trouble me a lot, it will push me into that area where I should not go. Naturally, the vasana will make me do such things that I will lose my time and energy. In this way, this helps a lot. So we have seen this in detail. Now let us move ahead. Now the next in that fourfold qualification, Vivek, Vairagya, now is the Shamadhi Shat Sampatti. I'll just share the screen and let's see what it is. And then this we had already read. Now next is the Shamadhi Sadhana Sampatti Ka. the sixfold wealth. Please don't get confused. In the fourfold qualification, this is the third one that is called Shamadhi Sadhan Sampatti Ka. So, what does this mean? Shamadhi sadhana sampatti ka. What does Shamadhi sadhana sampatti mean? Shamo, Dama, Uparatihi, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam cha iti. I have broken the words there for the convenience. Shamaha, Damaha, Uparatihi, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam cha iti. These are the sixfold wealth. We will see each and every word. What does it mean? Shamaha, Damaha, Pratihi, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, cha iti. So let us first see what is Shamaha. Now, next question. I told you already this text is in a question and answer form. So now, naturally, when it was said that the sixfold wealth consists of Shama, Dama, Prati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhan, naturally the next question will be Shamaha Kaha. What is Shamaha? After that, the question will be Damaha Kaha, then Uprati Kaha Ka, because Uprati is feminine. Uprati Ka, Titiksha Ka, Shraddha Ka. Okay, so like that, the text will move ahead. Shamaha Kaha. Let's see the next slide. Shamaha Kaha, Mano Nigraha, control of mind. Shama, what does Shama means? To control the mind. We will see what does it mean and its deeper context also. Damaha Kaha, Chakshuradi, Bahyendriya Nigraha. Chakshuradi, Bahyendriya. Bahyendriya means the outer, um, external sense organs. There is internal sense organ is what? The mind. And external sense organs are chakshuradi, the eyes, ears, etc. So chakshuradi, bahyendriya nigraha, to control the external sense organs is called damaha. And to control the mind here, this is a very broad definition. We will see the deeper meaning also. Mano nigraha is called shamaha. Shamakaha, mano nigraha, to control the mind is called shama, to control the sense organs is called dam. Now let us go into detail. So now when it is said that this is called shamaha, shama means to control the mind. Now it is very easy to say, and our whole text will teach us how to control the mind. And I'll tell you, till the end, we are learning this. Till the last breath of our life, also, we are controlling, we are learning how to control our mind. But first and foremost, let me tell you this sixfold wealth. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does wealth mean? When we call it sampatti, what does this sampatti word mean? We should know this also. So sampatti means what? It has got pat dhatu in it. See, all the Sanskrit words are very deep because they are made of some root, some dhatu that is called in Sanskrit dhatu. So pat dhatu, sampatti has got pat dhatu, samyak padam. That is that which establishes you properly somewhere. That is called sampatti. So sampatti means what? Sampatti is outer also, wealth. Outer also and inner also. We have outer wealth also, external wealth like the money, the the house, other things, external assets, or you can say the property, whatever. All those are external wealth. And internal wealth also is there. Internal wealth is all those qualities that our mind has got it. Our mind it has got a lot of patience, it may be having a lot of cheer, it may be having a lot of courage. So all these things are what? These are all wealth. So sampatti means what? Sampatti which holds dhan. Dhan is also another synonym for sampatti only. So dhanam, dhatte iti dhanam, which holds us, that is called dhanam. Dhan, what does it do? It holds. It the dhan keeps the house. Suppose there is a house and there is nobody to earn there. What will happen? That house slowly it will start disintegrating. All the things that will start going away, or others will come inside and they'll take it up. So what does dhan do? it will hold that house. So it has got the holding power. And second is what? It has got purchasing power also. Dhanam, that has got purchasing power also. If I want to go outside, I just need to have my, I don't know about there, but here my phone is enough. If I've got cash in my bank and I've got my UPA system, I have got my personal phone, everything is enough because I have got that dhan in my bank and it has got purchasing power. So I don't need to have when we travel so many things are there to pack, to take, that lists again. And in India, we are allowed only 15 kgs of weight internally. Internally, that's also a big problem. What to take, what not to take. Ultimately, the mind is relaxed because it says that I have got dhanam. If I want to purchase, I can go there and I can purchase that thing. Even if I don't carry it, it is fine with. So it has got purchasing power. I can purchase whatever I need. It is ready to fulfill our desire. It gives us the needed attention. So this is called dhanam. So two things are there for dhanam. It holds and it has got purchasing power. This is called wealth. So wealth can be inside also and wealth can be outside also. In UK can't carry 15 kgs also. Oh my God. It's terrible. Terrible. So as outer sampatti, similarly, somebody has got inner sampatti also, inner wealth also. Okay. So this wealth that gives me somewhere or the other, it gives me some power, inner wealth also. Because I know I have got a lot of patience. In extremes also, I don't lose my cool. If I have got a lot of patience, then they're greedy for external sampatti. Yeah, but slowly, slowly, people realize that yes, we need external sampatti, no doubt about it. We need our, see, some things are our requirements and some things are luxuries. So luxuries do not have any end. But whatever is a requirement, whatever is our basic requirements, needs, that has to be fulfilled. Everyone needs that. If now I go outside and I start preaching to a beggar, he will first ask me to give some bread. Will say, I don't have anything to eat. First give me that. So when our stomach is full, when all our purusharth, all our desires have been fulfilled, after that, when my mind is relaxed, then I will go to moksha purusha. Then my mind starts questioning what next. So I need a certain basic requirements fulfilled. My body should be fine without any disease. I should not have headache. I should not have any worries. My stomach should be full. Around me, everything should be quiet and peaceful. After that, these questions are welcome. Otherwise, I first will be grappling to fulfill my basic requirements only. So here is what where grace is required. If we are here today, we are here with this Tattwabodh text today in our hands. A lot of grace is there of the Lord that we cannot deny. A lot of grace. Otherwise, this is not happening. There are millions and millions of people in this world. How many of them turn towards Bhagwan or turn towards spirituality? And that too, young people. The ratio is very less because they want some external things only. They don't want the inner things. So, the inner wealth, when a person realizes that the external, not only the external, I need inner wealth also. That also gives me somewhere, gives me a lot of strength. It gives me a lot of enthusiasm to fight when everything is going against my desires or going against me. The challenges are rising. At that time, my inner wealth is required. It only comes to me as an aid. Hmm. So here we should remember this. And last time also I told you that when that thing is in my hand, the wealth is in my hand, that is actually my wealth. When it is in your hand, it is your wealth. It's not mine. Pustakastastu ya vidya parahastagatam dhanam. Remember? Parahastagatam karya kale samatpanne na tat vidya na tat dhanam. When actually, if the knowledge is in the book, I forget it. I just close the book, I keep it in the shelf. The bookshelf is full of knowledge, not my mind. The bookshelf is full of knowledge. The book is full of knowledge. Similarly, I have a lot of money, but it is distributed amongst friends or amongst relatives. That time when I need the money or I need the knowledge, if it is not with me, that is not mine. That is not my knowledge, neither it is my wealth. So we have should try to inculcate these qualities in us that are our actual wealth. So these are six. We will be talking about six wealths that will enable us to go towards or to rise in our life in spirituality. That will help us till the last, till the end. It will keep helping us. So Shama. And if you ask me a question that how to increase the wealth, how do you earn money? We earn money slowly, little by little, bit by bit, little by bit, little only. We earn money. Similarly, this wealth also, inner wealth I'm talking about, that also is earned very slowly, little by little, bit by bit, step by step, baby steps we have to take. Sometimes for months together, we feel that I don't have these qualities at all. Suddenly, one day, when the situations are negative completely, at that time you'll realize, no, my mind is quieter this time than last time. So you'll have a lot of cheer at that time. Okay, so I have grown somewhere. I've grown. Sometimes situation comes to us to show, to cheer us that you're not that bad also, huh? What you think about yourself. And you have grown up. So you have to pat yourself sometimes also. You should learn to pat yourself. Sometimes nobody is there around you to pat also, or to give some encouraging words also. You have to learn. So this is what is now these sixfold wealth. So first one was what? Shama. So Shama. What is Shama? Mano Nigraha, to control the mind. Control the mind. Now tell me, what is how to control the mind? This is what we are learning here. And you are saying that Shama is to control the mind, Mano Nigraha. So, mind actually is a big problem for all of us. I don't know about you. The moment we try to control our mind, those people only will understand this problem who have tried to control their mind. Those who have not, they're freaking out, they're carefree, they're leading a life of um, cheer and carefreeness, and outside they are just roaming about here and there, and they're not worried about tomorrow also. Those people won't understand what we're talking. This is something very deep. This is something that only a sadhak, that only a seeker who has tried to control but has failed many times, he only will understand what we're talking. Why this question only if I put in the first place? I don't need this question only. But a person who has failed a lot of times, who has tried to rise again, he has come down. He will want to learn that yes, I want to control my mind. My mind plays havoc. My mind is a sheer game player. I don't know how to control it. When I want it to sleep, it does not sleep. When I want it to get up, it does not get up. When I ask the mind to just keep the phone away, it will dive deep into the phone. It will waste all its time. Today I had got 3 or 4 hours in my hand. I had planned to do so many things. But once I went into the social platform, continuously one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, I wasted all my 4 hours. Doesn't it happen to all of us? It happens. So this is what when a person tries to see what and how to control his mind, at that time only he will realize that yes, this mind, it is a really challenging job to control this mind. So mind is not actually saying, the mind is an instrument. How to control the instrument? Mind is mind is not a separate entity on its own. So if I want to, suppose if I'm driving a car, I want to control the car. So if I want to control the car, then I have to be control myself. So the driver will control the car. So when I want to control the mind, the question should be whose mind is it? So actually, the personality has to be changed, not the mind. If I want to control the mind, I hope you're getting the point. What is it actually? Actually, the mind is an instrument controlled by a personality. So here, if I want to change the mind, I cannot change the mind. Actually, I have to change the personality that is controlling the mind. It is as simple as it. So once I have changed my personality, my how to change my personality, I have to redefine my identity, my personality through what? Through my convictions, because my mind only makes I mean the convictions only make my mind. My notions make my mind. What is the mind? Mind is a flow of thoughts. The thoughts are flowing. What is a thought? The convictions. How to do, not to do, where to go, where not to go, whom to talk to, whom not to talk to, eat this, not that. All these are convictions. So when I am trying to control the mind, actually it has to be controlled through the personality. So here when I'm saying that it is manonigraha, it is controlling the mind. Actually, it is controlling that personality, not the mind. I hope this point is clear. Again, if I want to control the instrument, I have to control the person who is controlling the instrument. If I want to reduce the speed of the car, I am in. Okay. So I have to control the personality. I mean, the driver should not be drunk. The driver should be all in his senses. So once he is in control, the instrument will also be in control. Similarly, here also, if my mind has to be controlled, the personality behind it, the identity, identification, whatever identity card I have in my on my neck, that has to be changed. Then my mind will automatically be controlled. So to change the mind, we have to first change the personality. We want to change the mind without changing that personality, it will be a disaster, will be a complete failure. It's not possible. So if I have to control my mind. See, now there are two ways only. Either we have to come on the path of Gyan, path of knowledge, or I have to come on the path of devotion. Two ways. Either I have to be on the path of devotion, or you can say karma. Karma is also action, also another facet of that devotion only. And here another path is on the path of knowledge, Gyan. Either I become a Gyani, my mind will be controlled because I'm changing my personality. Either I become a devotee, I have an altar in my life for whom I'm working. So I become a devotee, I surrender to him. So when there is a surrendered personality, there's a beauty, there's a fragrance in that personality, in that identity that I belong to somebody. It's a very, very beautiful feeling actually. That I belong to somebody, not somebody mundane or material, not of this world. I have somebody who cares for me, who does not belong to this world only, who is not very powerless like me, who's not very deen, very helpless. Like he has a lot of power. He can help me whenever I require, and he's listening to me also. And I know that he has the capacity to help me better than anybody else in this world. Once, one beggar, when fakir went to a king and uh, he wanted some alms or some donation for him. So he went there and he asked the people around that what is the king doing? I want to meet him. So the people there said that he's in his prayer. Said, oh, he's in his prayer. He waited for quite a long time. And after that, when the king came out, he frustrated, he said, okay, I am such and such. What were you doing? So the king said, I was praying. He said, what were you praying for? So he said, I was asking the Lord for more, to expand the kingdom, for more money. My treasure is also getting emptied. So I was praying for him to fill my treasure also. So the fakir, suddenly his expressions changed and he got up and he started leaving. So the king said, Are, you wanted something from me. You wanted to ask me something. You want something. Tell me. What was his answer? He said, Okay, fine. I got the answer. If you are asking to the Lord only, if you being a king, you have got everything, you are also asking to the same Lord. Better I also ask him only, why should I go through you? I do not need to go through you. I will surpass you and I'll go directly to the Lord. Similarly, here also we need to learn that here we all are beggars, all of us. We are asking each other for something. Somebody will give us, somebody won't give us, somebody has got a bigger, maybe giving power, somebody has got lesser power. But that ultimate power is in whose hands? That is the Lord only. He is giving us everything. To the person who gives me a clap also or a slap also, he's the one behind him. So in this way, this seeker, he knows that if I have to ask for anything, I will directly go to that Lord only and ask. So this is a very easy path. The path of the Jnani is a bit difficult, but it is also a path, and many people have treaded on that path also. So these two um, paths we have got through which we can change our identity, our personality to what? To control the mind. I hope you got the thing. Unless we have a surrendered mind, our why does desire become so strong that people lose vivek? Some people say as an excuse they are not sadhus but humans, and say they cannot control their thoughts, desire, and emotions. How to yeah, to control the desire, one has to again have a lot of buddhi in that desire. If I love to eat pizzas and I love to eat burgers and I love to eat all junk food, whatever others say, I will feel no, they are all talking rubbish. I just want to Saturday, Sunday, weekday, weekends. I want to just enjoy, I want to chill. Nobody. Are if I tell you only leave non-veg, will you be able to leave? So difficult. Unless and until you have dukkhuddhi, unless and until you cut that animal in front of you and you see what pain it is under. Each and every one of us should, while eating that non-vegetarian food, you should cut it in front of you on the table and then have. I left like that only, I'm telling. I left like that only. It's difficult to control the palate. Very difficult. So actually, what for am I doing? This desire only, this small tongue that makes me do so much of sin. Actually, it is sin only because so much of sensitive. Now you can have um, other options also. You will say, "Ki, "Arey, then don't eat this, don't eat that. You are a non-vegetarian when you are eating milk also, or egg also. Plants also have sensitivity. All those things you can say, but your Antaryami will tell you that the pain that we create while killing an animal, that is much more than uprooting a tree or eating the leaves or whatever. So this desire, what you're talking about, it is very strong. Until and unless I create dukbuddhi, that dukbuddhi means what? Sense of sorrow. Sense of sorrow. The sense of sorrow only will help me to reduce my sins then, and to control my desires also. Only that is the antidote. Like a person who's sitting in front of a quiet pool, a pond. The pond is very serene, quiet. He's sitting there. He will take one stone and he will put it in the pond. So the pond will have ripples around that stone where he dropped that stone. Where will those ripples come? Waves come. Those waves will start from the stone and it will come to this boy who is sitting at the edge. So the one who started it, the waves will come to him. This is the principle. One who has started the pain, that pain he only has to endure, either in this birth or in the next birth. So if I am starting a pain somewhere in this system, this whole system is a computerized system. It's more perfect than any of our computers also. That you can see the perfection in the system. You can see logically you all are grown up. You all have your intellect also, sharp intellects also. You can see everything is minuted here. Minute details are so perfect. One NASA people and all these people say that a meteorite is coming and it's going to hit us, hit the earth. Never did it happen, but it hit. And it will blast and it will create a chaos on the earth. Never. There are so many planets. They're rotating also. Revolution is also going on. But not a single law of the universe is clashing some other law. Have you remarked this? We create one law. If Supratim is there, is a law student also. One law is there, and when we make one law, and then there are so many other laws that it is crisscrossing, and we have to again another section. We have to make another law so that we have to clarify there that point, this point. But look at the universe, how systematic it is. So when we are creating anything in that, it may be sorrow also, or it may be joy also, it will come back in the same quantity. So the intentions matter. If that intention is like that, the intention is to give a lot of purity, happiness, cheer, peace in the society, in the system, that system will give us back the same things. It will rebound it to us. But if we are creating insensitivity somewhere, pain somewhere, that pain will come back to us. So your question is right. Why does desire become so strong that people lose vivek? Only because they have a lot of sukh buddhi in that, lot of sense of enjoyment in that. They are not, and why is that? Due to their um, vasanas, due to their tendencies, due to their sanskar that they have developed by practicing those things. First time a smoker does not take his own cigarette to smoke. It is always that his buddy or his friend has given him, hey, try yaar, nothing will happen. And then he coughs and then again. And after practicing, now he has become a chain smoker. How has he developed that habit? By practicing again and again. The first time he wasn't like that. Similarly with drinks, similarly with drugs, similarly with everything. Good things also. I have taken bad things here. But with good things also, one japa you do, one mala japa you do, initially maybe your mind will react. But I've seen people who do 100 malas a day, 100 malas a day. Some do 200, some do 500 malas also a day. So it is the way we train our mind. So when I have a lot of subbuddhi in something, naturally my mind will repeat it because my mind thrives on happiness. That's the exact definition of happiness or mind. My mind wants rus, happiness. Wherever it gets happiness, it will just run after that. So that is why if I have created a lot of sukhbuddhi in something, my mind will run after that. So where is the point of vivek there? The vivek is dormant now. This sense of discrimination is gone. Why gone? Because I have a lot of sense of enjoyment in that. People will tell, in the on the box of that cigarette, it is written, this is injurious to health. It's written small letters. Who reads? Nobody will read. I feel, oh my God, I am on some other planet. I enjoy that thing. So some people say as an excuse they are not sadhus but humans and say they cannot control their thoughts, desires and emotions. No, it's not that. Each one of us has this capacity. Our minds are not different. The mind that Vivekananda had, our Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, that same mind we also have. Einstein's mind and our mind is not different. It is only that he has developed those capacities. We haven't developed those capacities are lying dormant in us. So the essential point is the essence of everything. The essence of the mind is the same. The matter that differs is what we have practiced and what we have made out of that mind. Desires are in all of us. I have a lot of dukbuddhi. See, I don't like to watch films and go to theaters and go to parties. And from the very beginning, I don't like, even when I was at home, the moment the TV used to be switched on, my mind used to run away from that. And I used to go somewhere else and used to sit. I never liked the sound of that theater, the movie, the TV. I don't like. But yes, I like to uh, I like to do puja, I like to do part, I like to read the scriptures, I like to read nice stories, all those things. Yes, if a serial, a beautiful serial of Lord Krishna is going on, yes, I can watch it on the TV. No problem in that. So how is it? Because I've developed that. Only by developing, I have subuddhi in something. The same Sukh is very Dukh for somebody else. They see it with a lot of pain. Oh my God, how is this person like that? How can somebody leave everything and not see like that? It's a matter of what we practice actually, nothing else. And I tell you, nothing is difficult in this world. If one wants to practice, he can practice it by just dropping the sense of joy in that. And actually, see, the fact is, there's no joy in these things. We saw last to last class also, we saw these objects don't give me happiness actually. These objects are not what contain the actual happiness. Actual happiness is in me. Actual happiness lies in me, but I don't know about that. When I continuously think about all those things, continuously I'm changing what when I'm thinking about it, actually I'm changing my notions, my convictions. My conviction from the very beginning. I tell you, I don't know, but I was placed also in such a place. Everybody around me, or I mean, the couples that were around me, the place where I used to stay in my childhood, all the elderly couples around me, everybody used to fight. I used to think, what's this? They marry and they fight. What's the purpose in marrying? What's the purpose in marriage? You can't get along. And there were couples who had love marriage also. They fight more. They fight more. It's a paradox. So what's the use? Continuously my mind used to think. What is the use? And then they are fighting, then they are again patching up. All these chaos. And what is this? It's better not to marry. You're marrying only. When I wanted to leave my house, I used to give all these these reasons, and I used to get them a lot. Like I used to get from my parents. But then I had my convictions. So when I have Dupputti, I won't go in that. If I tell you, I give you a glass of water, and it's smelling very good also, and somebody will tell you that this has got a lot of, this has got some bacteria in that will give you diarrhea. Will you have it? You won't have it. You'll say, my God, I don't want it. Because you have Dupputti, and suddenly I've got Dupputti in that. Similarly, these desires can go only through the sense of sorrow that it has got. It will give me sorrow. I may be enjoying at this moment, but next moment, or I don't know till when it will last, and ultimately it will give me sorrow. When I'm sure of this conviction, I've changed my personality. That is the change in the personality. This is called Shamaha. Okay. So this was our Shama. So Shamaha means what? Shamaha means the holder of that mind should be changed. The possessor of that mind should be changed. So bring in more values in that mind. Do everything that quietens your mind. You see, you have to make your mind. Like you make your day, like you make your house, like you make your bed where you go to sleep. Similarly, you have to make your mind. So making the mind is what? That you are putting in good thoughts. You are the whole day, you're taking care of your mind, that your mind should not become agitated. Isn't it? All these things you have to do. So we do things that disturb our mind. And then what happens? It's not calm, it is disturbing. And then we say that my mind is very disturbed. Because I'm not controlling the personality. So what is the sign that my mind is uncontrolled? That it does not listen to me. This is a sign. Does not listen to me. What I ask, it does not do. I tell it to be quiet, it does not do. It will start continuously. It will give me thoughts, and it will uh, take away all my quietness of my mind. When I tell him to sit, it will stand up. Tell him to stand up, it will sit. So I don't have any tool of my mind in my hand. Certain components are missing in the mind. And that is why this personality has to be changed. When the personality is changed, the mind is also changed. So this is what? This is our Shama. And next is Damaha. Damaha kaha? Damaha chakshuradi bahyendraya nigraha, if you remember. So Damaha means what? To control the external sense organs. That's also very important. Again, the same principle applies there also. We have to control our sense organs. How to control now? The sense, every vritti, see, all the thoughts, I mean, have their own seat. Like when we talk about passion, calm, where is its seat? Its seat is in all the five sense organs. Where is the seat of anger? It will either sit on your tongue or your, your hands, or it will try to break something like that. Hmm. So every vritti, every thought has got a seat. Where does it sit? We need to know how a thought works. How does it work? How is it coming? We have to learn to hear the footsteps of those thoughts even before it is started entering us. Then we can control it. If suppose I'm sitting in this room and the entry is from that side, suppose I'm not able to see who's coming from that side, I have to hear the footsteps. If I can hear those footsteps, acha, somebody's coming, I'm prepared that okay, somebody is going to come from that side. If I'm not prepared, then if I'm well prepared, then I know I will be seeing, okay, If he has to be entertained, or if I'm in my class, I'll just indicate him to wait. But I'm not prepared, and he'll just come in, barge and sit and start talking. That will disturb me. In the same way, these thoughts also, they have that typical or peculiar way of traveling or motion or movement. So we have to know how it travels and to which sense organ does it travel. In such thought, when such thoughts come, you don't allow them to sit at all. You're not giving attention, not paying attention. So we have to know our mind, which thoughts trouble me, which thoughts are going to um, going to really bother me later on also. Okay, so somehow you are now experiencing that thought and you're not giving any seat when it will go up. It went up. So all the sense organs work on abhyas. See, all our sense organs work on abhyas means practice. It has practiced a lot. There's one dish of Assam called pitha. And I came here in 2017. Before 2017, I had never heard or tasted what is called pitha. The first time somebody brought me pitha, I had it's a uh, white rolled sweet meat. So once I had and said, okay, it tastes like this. Then second time somebody brought again. Then I compared it with the first one. So that the first one had got coconut powder, desiccated coconut in it. It had got sugar syrup. But this one has got sesame and it has got jaggery in it. This one tastes better, huh? What am I doing? My sense organs are practicing. Now, the third time when I'm eating, I will want my sense organ will say that the sesame one was better, the jaggery, the good one was better than the first one. So I need to tell this person to bring that jaggery one. You understood? So my sense organs work on practice. They are practicing each and every moment and they're becoming sharper and sharper and sharper with each day. And that is why when I get old, all my sense organs have sharpened. Because so many years I have passed sharpening those sense organs unnecessarily. Unnecessarily. And then they trouble my mind. Because I've sharpened them. So here again we need vichar. We need discrimination. What do I require? What I don't require? Unnecessarily you're spending your time in practicing such things. You better practice the name of the Lord. See, this tongue has got many sense organs in it. It has got skin also, touch, I mean. It has got taste also, and it has got the power of speech also. So three sense organs are there in that tongue. It's very, very important. And it is very difficult to control this tongue. So very difficult. You may control your upasth genitals, but it is difficult to control your palate. Remember this. Genitals many have controlled. It's not a very big task. But to control the palate, control the tongue, control the taste, it is. Okay, so through vichar, through buddhi, through your intellect, you have to control the sense organs also. Otherwise, again, what will happen? It will take you to such areas from where it is very difficult to get out. Because again, practicing it again and again, again and again, you make your mind dive into such areas where again your passion will increase, your vasanas will increase, your bad tendencies will increase, and again you'll have a very hard time coming out of it. Okay. So I think we have seen two already. If you all have any questions, I can ask any question. See you next time. Tell me if you have any question. Rutuja, Supratim, do you have any question? Otherwise, we'll find out. How did you get into the spiritual path? I got into the spiritual path. I was inclined in the spiritual path from the very beginning. From my childhood only, I used to love God. My parents also were very devoted to the Lord and all. And when I was growing up, all my friend circle belonged to Chinmay. So actually, they dragged me into Chinmay Mission, and I'm thankful to them that they brought me into Chinmay Mission. So I had a very good lot of friends who were also spiritual seekers, and it was very nice of them that. And I was a chick. Our youth wing is called Chick, CHYK, Chick, Chinmay Yuva Kendra. So all of them were chicks at that time. So they brought me to Chinmay Mission, to my guru, to my Acharya Swami Abhedanand. So from then onwards, then I started working with them as a youth. Then this long back now, more than 30 years. So I used to work with them and I used to go attend classes and I used to go adventuring with them here and there. All those things, long time back. In this way, I got into this and I had this fire in me that I want to lead a life of renunciation. But I didn't know how to. Lord showed me this path only because of Chinmay Mission. We have a platform that we can serve also, we can learn also, we can grow also spiritually. So in this way, I got this platform. Okay. Anybody, anything else? Otherwise, well,
Amma, hi, Amma. Hariom. I have a
Hari Om.
question. My question was that, like, it's not actually from me, but I've seen like a couple of my friends in my friend circle. They generally tend to say that, like, they have desires. Even, of course, even I have desires. So everybody has. So the question is that, like, most of the people here, they say that they are not able to control their emotions, they are not able to control their mind, due to which they get anxiety attacks, panic attacks. They say that they are not able to get out of something or someone. They are not able to get out of passion. They are not able to get out of emotions. Someone wants a job, a good job. Someone wants a good partner, and all these things are like these create anxiety in them. And definitely, it's because they don't have shama in them. Even like there's a huge lack of shama. So, how can you suggest that youngsters can inculcate shama, manonigraha, the desire to control the mind? And the second thing which I was curious to understand is that is controlling the mind equivalent to suppressing our desires, or is it releasing the desires? Because suppressing the desires would make that person more frustrated. So,
Yeah,
how can we do shama and release the desire?
yeah. See, I told you there are two ways, two paths. So either you have to bring in knowledge of the highest order. If you bring the knowledge of the highest order, seeing that everything is temporary here, and everything is without any joy in that. If I'm getting joy in that, it is temporary only. If you continuously see that, then the mind is under control. This is not path of knowledge. Otherwise, you have to go to the path of devotion, where you bring in the Lord, where you're bringing some higher altar in your life. Without an altar in your life, the life becomes very, very tedious. You don't have anybody to like. You were talking about these youth today. They have all their problems. It's only because they do not have an altar. They don't. They altar meaning what? Altar means a live altar where you can go and you share your problems. Where you can go and talk to somebody, where you can give your mind to somebody and say that I am not able to control my mind. Please control my mind on my way. Unless we have that somebody in our life, I don't think that we are on the path of devotion yet. So we need somebody, some big altar in our life, or Bhagwan, or we pray to Bhagwan that Bhagwan, please send me to such an altar where I can control my mind. See, all the emotional problems, everything, all this is created only. And it is created out of this mind only because this mind is not controlled. If one learns how to control this mind through the one antidote that I told you, to again and again bring in dukh buddhi in everything. Even if somebody gets a heartbreak or there's a breakup in his life, huh, afterwards, if he is able to control his mind by learning through that experience, be very careful. By learning through the painful experience, he controls his mind that I am not going to throw away my mind at places where it will be tossed away here and there, or the person won't have any value for my emotions or my convictions or my personality. I'm not going to throw away my mind like that. If he learns his lesson, he will grow faster. So I'm not saying that one should not go to face the challenges. He can face the challenges, but he should not be a loser in his challenges. Okay, the world will give me challenges. The world will sometimes hit me also, but I have to again rise back. The world should be a bouncing platform for me to bounce back, and that will be possible only when you have an altar in your life. Altar meaning it can be your altar of faith, it can be an altar where you've got a lot of love from somebody higher, it can be a live altar also, where you can give your mind to somebody and say that, please help me out in this situation. So either, or the knowledge will back him. So the Gita, suppose he has got the knowledge of Gita, or some scripture is there where he has learned that in this world there is nothing uh, worth grieving upon, because everything is temporary here, mundane, it will go away, ephemeral, it does not have a value here, and nothing deserves my tears here. Continuously, when he knows all these things, this is called the path of knowledge, and either path of knowledge or the path of devotion. All the problems that you're talking about the youth, Supratim, are only because of this only, that they do not have this altar, or they do not have this knowledge, only because of things. And this is because of our education system. Our education system is made such that it is only feeding you intellectual things, only intellectual things. There is no scriptural base. There is no personality, man making um, thoughts given. So that is why he, as if he becomes crippled when he faces some big challenge in his life. One emotional challenge comes in front of him, one emotional shock comes in front of him, and he's crippled for a lifetime. This should not be the case. And so what? One person has rejected me. That does not mean the whole world will reject. Who is he to reject? I only will go forward and reject. That should be the attitude. The attitude matters a lot. And this attitude is developed when somebody is backing me, when somebody big is there with me, some big altar is there with me, and I don't feel that I can anytime fall. Even if I'm falling on his lap only. A child is not worried because a child is sitting on his mother's lap. So the challenges will come, he is not worried at all. Similarly, we should also have such altars. So only two paths are there, either the path of devotion or knowledge. Only through this we can control our mind, we can control our personality, through that controlled personality, we can be victorious in the world. All these small, small thoughts, they are not, they are very, there's cheap thoughts, very, very cheap thoughts. They don't make a good personality out of us. Actually, we are to be the kings and queens, but they make us a slave. How can we say that this is a good thought? So continuously try to bring out those beautiful thoughts in us that will make you, that will cheer you up, that will make you the, give you an upper hand in everything. That will not make you lose your hearts. Give your heart only when you have tested that person in many times throughout your life. You know, I have seen so many couples, even after 40 years of staying together, some of their traits they come to know later. So because of this mind only, nobody is to be blamed. Mind is like that only. We cannot, we don't know our mind fully. How are we able, how will we be able to know the others? It's not possible completely. So this way there is only two paths. What was your second question, by the way? I don't remember your second question.
Sorry, Amma, could you repeat again?
What was your second question?
Oh no, that was my only question. Like, why youngsters today they are like so much drawn to passion. They are so much drawn to
This is a thing
anxiety
because
because they don't get a desire fulfilled, and that
Mhm.
makes them so heartbroken. They get depressed, and that makes that they're in depression. Any kind of desire which was not fulfilled, so that unfulfilled desire causes them dvesh, causes them deep sorrow, which turns them into depression, turns them into anxiety and everything. So that's the thing, and they're unable to get out of it, as if they're somebody has bonded that person. But like this is more in youngsters. So I got the answer. That answer is the knowledge of the path of knowledge or the path of devotion.
Yes. Okay. Then shall we wind up here?
Yes, Amma.
Okay. Oh, Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om